Hi, my name is Brian Gaines, and this is my story. So yeah, I grew up in West Philadelphia, not too far away from 69th Street Terminal. I came from a very loving family. Both my mom and dad are hardworking, very smart. We definitely weren't living under poverty or anything like that. I came from a good family. My relationship with God was, I knew of him, wasn't too familiar with like the Holy Spirit or Jesus Christ, but you could definitely say I had a relationship with God. When I was 16, I found out that my dad had cancer. Just a regular night. I think we were at home, and he kind of just said it, like, I got cancer. And in my perception of that was like, as a 16-year-old, I'm like, Dad, that means you're going to die. That's pretty bad. It was tough, like just seeing your hero like that. I mean, I guess cancer was kryptonite at that point. By the time it got really bad, like we were just doing like around the clock care. I remember my mom coming to me and kind of like telling me like, kind of had to start preparing for the worst. Let's think about hospice care and things of that nature. And I was of the assurance that like, we serve this good God. And I'm just like, nah, man, like my dad's not going anywhere. Like he's gonna still be here. So, when he passed, it was hard. It was very hard just to kind of process that. So after my dad passed, my relationship with God was rocky. I still believed in God, believe it or not, even through that process, but I was very upset with him, very angry. Couldn't believe that he took my best friend away from me. Like, why? Like, that's like the overarching question is like, why would you do such a thing? So I met George Dennis, I want to say about a year after my dad passed, and he became my mentor. And just one day, he was like, hey, my church is having an Easter service. Do you want to come with me? And I'm like, yeah. And I asked him like, what's the, do I gotta get dressed up? Or he's like, nah, man, just come as you are. And I was like, really? Bet, I'll be there. So yeah, I just remember coming to Bethel, and it was like something I've never been a part of before. I was like, man, like God, what is going on here? I don't know, I just started learning more about God, and I just felt like God was surrounding me with so many people that uplifted me. Having that all around me, it just made me feel whole. It's almost like a cocoon of love or something like that. Just, my dad, the reason I love my dad so much was because I knew how much my dad loved me. And I feel like the reason I love Bethel so much is because I know how much Bethel loves me. I don't wish my dad's death on anybody, but I'm very grateful to God that, number one, he gave me a dad that cared so much, that loved me like he did, but also that God didn't let the story end there when he passed. He like continues to mold me. Man, I couldn't imagine being where I am right now without God. And it hasn't been easy, but through it all, like God has been so faithful, so good to me. I'm a big believer. If God woke you up today, there's still more for you to do. So get going.